Okay, so welcome back to Ravenwood Acres, and today we're going to do a first look at the Princeton Tec Helix Backcountry 3 AAA LED lantern. So if you're new here, I like to do first look videos at products like this, and I've done quite a few light videos, EDC type lights, some LED lantern lights like this Streamlight Siege AA, which is still one of my favorites. I've done 2 videos on this, had it for many years now, and it's held up really well. They're about the same price point. I purchased this for about $38 and some odd change. I think the Siege right now, even though I believe I bought it for more when I did, is now right around that same price point, at least on Amazon as we speak. Okay, so let's get into the specs here. Oh, and one last thing, I will do further on videos of this as I use it, usually a 1 year, and then following years if it continues to last and impress me, and I feel like that justifies to share another video about it. Okay, so specs we'll get into real quick because, you know, that's what we usually talk about on these initial videos. It is a LED lantern that produces 150 lumens on high. It operates in white and red, and then if you saw there in the beginning, this collapsible globe glows, which is a pretty cool feature. Okay, one other really new unique feature about it is the switch. So we're going to talk that here in a second. Let's go from left to right on this switch. So if you see this here, it just says swipe. So pretty cool, right? Because you've removed that mechanism that has the potential for breaking, or like on this one, or I've had on some of my EDC flashlights, that rubber piece wears out and then water can intrude into this. Speaking of water, this is IPX6 rated. All right, so you saw there from left to right, and I'll show you here real quick. You don't have to memorize it. It's labeled on the bottom, but we'll go through it real quick. The center, if you just press and hold in the center, and I'm just touching it, goes to dim. See, it flashes once it gets to the bottom. You press and hold again, it'll do a little flash, and then it's on high. So Princeton Tec does something called burn time, where they basically reduce by 10% from initial values to give you a little more of an accurate what you can expect from some battery, how much burn time you're going to get from a set of batteries. So on high right now in white light, you should get about 8 hours. On low, 24. In the red mode, 12 on high and 32 on low. All right, so the light modes don't end there. There's other ways to, so once like I said, they're left to right, get you your white. So if you go twice, all right, it's gonna make a fool out of me. All right, what's going on here? So I just learned something, and I'll share that with you when we get to the battery compartment. So like I said, 1, 2, there's medium. Back off, 1, 2, 3, there's strobe. It is the same for the red. So there's red, off, 1, 2, red medium, 1, 2, 3, red strobe. So 1 swipe high, 2 swipes medium, 3 stripes strobe. Okay, we're gonna go into here. Like I said, we're gonna talk the battery compartment here in a second, some of the other features. So if you see there, the center LED is the white. Obviously, it's a larger LED, therefore that's why it has reduced runtime on high. This gives you the ability, when you take that globe off, to use this as a spot. You could also take these and put them up like this, you know, and use those little hooks in there to put, you know, some string through and hang it up, you know, hang it up so that it's shining down as a spot if that's what you need. You can also, you know, use those, put, you know, a nail or something in a tree or a wall or whatever, a pin, and hang it off the side of the wall, and it could be shining that way, whether it's in the spot mode or without, or with the globe on to diffuse the light more. Just real quick, when you're putting the globe back on, real easy way, just these little clips or go down everywhere other than where the swipe switch is. All right, so, oh, and then there's also a little stainless steel D-ring on the metal D-ring on the top. Battery compartment. As I was saying before, battery compartment gives you all the light modes and how to activate those modes. So if you forget, it has two stainless steel slotted screws that are also knurled. So if you got fingers like mine, you can probably get it open without a tool. Now, I'm gonna put a caveat on there. I had that little malfunction earlier is because I didn't have it on very tight, and when I tapped it down, the batteries kind of came unseated enough. That's why it wouldn't turn back on. So there definitely needs to be, it does have the seal on there, you know, to meet that IPX6 rating. So you definitely do need to make sure these are at least decently snug. We'll see how that, if I have any future issues with that, with the batteries coming unseated to where it won't turn on. We'll see. All right, I believe the last thing I have not really covered is the weight, and the weight is 155 grams with the batteries in, or 5.5 ounces. That it does include, you saw those 3 Duracell alkaline batteries. Those were included in the pack. They were not obviously inside the battery, or inside the compartment. I will throw that one tip in there. I done several videos on this discussing battery leakage with alkalines. If you are going to store something for more than, I would say, a couple weeks, maybe a month, remove the batteries and put them in. I usually put it in a little Ziploc bag and just put it next to the item. Say I've got it in a drawer or something like that, or in a go bag or whatever. That's a better way, because you're going to go back and you're going to find, you know, if you don't inspect your stuff frequently, you're going to go back and find that a good item like this has gotten destroyed by alkaline batteries leaking into it. So, oh, another last thing about Princeton Tec and why I had these. Is not my first Princeton Tec item. I have 3 headlamps. My first headlamp, the little clip that kind of holds the battery compartment closed, broke, but I, you know, managed to just put basically a bike tube piece on there, kind of like a heavy duty rubber band, and it's still usable. But the other 2 I have are still working great. They don't have the same type of clip. In fact, they have a screw that holds up, close the battery compartment. They're a little more durable. They were a little more expensive. Another cool thing about Princeton Tec, they are US made. They do have full disclosure that some of the components are sourced from foreign countries, but they are manufactured here in the United States. I appreciate y'all watching. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, provide me some feedback down below. And if you scroll on down there to the About section, you're gonna find my social media links, and of course, as usual, some sort of Amazon associate link for this product and others. Have a great day.